Amatakwepe, Hihani washte ambetu, lila washte. Today is a very good day. And hello, my relative. Springtime, another cycle. Cycle keeps going. Renewal. This is the time of the green corn dance. You know, the Indian people, the American Indian people in the Americas, every spring we celebrate the renewal, the rebirth. It's like our women. We celebrate our women because they create. Our grandmother of the earth creates. She never ceases. She never disappoints. Never is a long time. Natural law. That's what I want to talk about. Natural law. What is natural law? You know? You know, I think the Smithsonian Institute thinks they know. National Geographic, they think they know. The Weather Channel thinks they know. The government, Obama, Bush, you name it, they all think they know. What is natural law? Natural law is an essay, a natural essay in how to live and cope with one another in the best way possible. That's why human beings are here. For us to try to understand natural law. And once we do, we live for eons without overpopulation. But the patriarch, a little over 6,000 years ago, he reared his ugly head. And what do we have? Look, in 6,000 years. With a Jewish friend of mine back in Connecticut, we did a schematic one time. And we equated a millimeter to a decade. But we didn't have, his building wasn't long enough for that to come out, because we put it on a piece of paper about this wide all the way down. From the end of his building, millimeter, representing decades. From the time of human existence, we didn't have enough room. Ran out of room, so we went on outside. It was a nice day. We went on outside. Still, that was matriarchy. You know, that was human existence. Then patriarchy happened. And I swear to you, we had over half a football field of matriarchy. 6 feet of patriarchy. I'm trying to give you an idea of what patriarchy is all about. It's been here. You know, in the lifetime of a rock, patriarchy has been around for a blink of the eye. In the lifetime of a rock. Rocks are part of our grandmother of the earth. But I'm not going to get into the, what they call New Age stuff, because that is too spiritual for you. That is too natural for the linear thinking patriarch. Patriarchally trained individual, whether you're a woman, man, or whatever sex you are, lesbian, or homosexual, or all the other ones you're inventing now. Natural law. Let me tell you a little bit about natural law that is irreversible, and it's already too late for you all. Because I saw this, by the way. I mean, I can tell you through my teachings as an American Indian, as a Lakota. But you'd say, just like you laughed off that delegation of young men who were sent by their elders from the peaks of the Andes about 2 to 3 years ago. Time goes by so fast in old age. But it's 2 to 3 years ago. They came down from the mountains. They had never seen the white man world, but they could feel his presence because of the filth and the change in the sky, in the air they breathe. But they came down. They were instructed by their to warn the human being. That's all they said. They came down to warn. They came down to about 7,000, 8,000 feet, something like that. Contacted some humans, and then they lay down and they had an interpreter. And they gave their message from the elders that everyone had to stop right now and turn around and go back to the indigenous way of natural law. They said it a lot more eloquently than I'm saying it to you right now. And of course, it was a lot longer, and the reasons why, but nobody listened to them. Nobody listened to the prophecies of my people. When I say my people, the American Indians, the red people of the Western Hemisphere. Natural law is what our grandmother of the earth decides. Curiously, the white man in his Western science knows that the earth is alive. Back in the 70s, they sank a shaft miles into the earth, up in Greenland, no less. I don't know why. But the data they took up for a couple of years or more that they brought up convinced them that the earth is a living being and not simply an orb hanging in space, rotating around another orb. So, Western science haven't proven that. You all didn't pay attention, or they didn't broadcast it, whatever the point is first of all, there's matriarchy. You've heard me talk about matriarchy. And natural law also entails no overpopulation. Anywhere you go in the world, look up the indigenous people. Find them. The ones who still live on the mountaintops of Switzerland. And their language is part of the 4 national languages of Switzerland. They still hold on to their beliefs, but they've never overpopulated. No indigenous people anywhere. Africa. Go to the Amazon. Go to the island nations of the Pacific. The indigenous people, allowed to be left alone, do not overpopulate. Hello? That's natural law. The earth, our grandmother of the earth, 2/3 of her is made up of water. 2/3. 2/3 of us are made up with water. Coincidence? Natural law. Now, because the water in your body controls your temperature, guess what? The water on Grandmother Earth controls the temperature. In the next segment, the next week, I will continue with what I have to say about water and natural law. This is going to be a small series. But think about what I have said. Doksha Ake.